Bleaching has done a number on my hair over the years, leaving the ends dry, brittle, and prone to breakage. And now that I am 45 and experience thinning due to my age on top of that, this damage has become even more noticeable. Enter the K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask, a product that promises to breathe new life into damaged strands. Is it able to let me keep my hair longish without looking like a scarecrow? And will it provide benefits my long-standing favorite Olaplex couldn't? Let's look into the claims, my personal experience, and how the results you can expect compared to other bond builders on the market. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Anne, the medical doctor, here to teach you how to best take care of your skin and general well-being. The K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask claims to repair hair damage caused by bleaching, heat styling, and chemical services by reconnecting broken polypeptide chains at a molecular level. This is supposed to offer both immediate as well as long-term results. The product is vegan and claims to be pH optimized to a pH between 5 and 6. The texture of the K18 mask is lightweight and creamy, more like a leave-in conditioner than a thick hair mask. The scent is subtle with a slightly medicinal undertone, not unpleasant, but definitely different from the floral or fruity smells typical of hair care products. If you're sensitive to fragrance, you'll probably appreciate that it fades quickly once applied. If you've ever dealt with damaged hair, you're probably familiar with the bonds in the hair that can break from heat, UV exposure, and bleaching. Hair is made up of keratin strands that wrap around each other, forming a coil. These coils create micro and macro fibrils, providing the structure of the hair. The keratin strands are linked by the disulfide bond, which are stabilizing the wrap. But the individual keratin strand also has bonds between the different amino acids it is made up of. Think of it as pearls on a string, with each amino acid being a pearl that is linked to its neighbor by a peptide bond. Each strand is held together by peptide bonds, and different strands connect through disulfide bonds, like ropes twisted together for added strength. According to K18, the K18 peptide is able to penetrate the hair to the level of the individual keratin strands and repair the peptide bonds, so the individual string of pearls, on top of also repairing the disulfide bonds, so the connection between two keratin strands. As this repair process is supposed to be permanent, at least until the next round of bleaching breaks them again, the hair should be reversed to its pre-damaged state. The brand gives you very specific instructions for how to use the mask. After you washed your hair, shampoo only, no conditioner, and apply it to towel dry hair, starting with 1 to 3 pumps. What works best for me, given the creamy texture, was to section my hair in 2 parts, take 1 pump into my palm, distribute it between both hands, and then run the product through each section, meaning I would use a total of 2 pumps. My hair has some length to it, but it's very fine, so 2 pumps was enough. If you have very thick curls, you might obviously need more. For the next 4 minutes, you let your hair sit and absorb the product. Then you can proceed to dry and style like you normally would. In my case, that meant adding additional products like Olaplex No. 6 or the Langhaar-Mädchen heat protectant, as well as hair oil, and either let it air dry or dry it with my Dyson. If I didn't follow up with additional products though, the result was underwhelming. My hair felt dry, frizzy, and slightly coarse to the touch, so using it on its own absolutely did not work for me. If you had your hair processed at the salon or haven't used K18 before, you're supposed to use it for 6 washes consecutively. After that, for upkeep, with every 3 to 4 washes being recommended. As I only wash my hair around twice a week, 3 times at max, I used it once every week after that initial phase. Now, does my hair look like it did back when I was 14, before I started putting it through the styling and bleaching process again and again and again for 30 years? Definitely not. But now, with 3 months of using it, it feels healthier and there is less breakage around my ends. For reference, I haven't been to the hairdressers for a root touch-up and a much-needed cut since February 2024. First because I was testing the current body hair growth helmet, and now because I was testing this hair mask. My ends are 6 months overdue a trim, which makes them dry, frizzy, and even thinner than the rest of my hair. But still, comparing pictures of my hair from 3 months ago to now, I can say they definitely haven't gotten worse, which in itself would be a win. Instead, I feel like they are less frizzy and more manageable and don't break off with brushing as easily as they normally do. If that is true, and if it is due to K18 or something else, is a question I can't fully answer. We tend to imagine subtle changes, especially if we paid a lot of money for a product, and I definitely did get drastic results. However, based on my experience, I feel there's enough improvement to keep using it and get the full size once this one runs out. According to the brand, the K18 mask needs direct contact with your hair's keratin structures to work effectively. Conditioners work by coating the hair, potentially preventing the K18 peptide from penetrating deeply enough to reach the broken keratin chains. The idea is to give the K18 peptide the best possible access to your hair's damaged areas. But if you wait the recommended 4 minutes, you can absolutely use conditioner afterwards. While K18 and Olaplex both claim to repair damaged hair, they are supposed to work in different ways. Olaplex focuses on rebuilding broken disulfide bonds, which are responsible for the strength and elasticity of the hair. K18, on the other hand, claims to reconnect the broken peptide bonds in the individual keratin strands as well as the disulfide bonds. Put simply, K18 claims to do the same thing Olaplex does, but also something extra, making its repair even more thorough. I'll use both. Once a week Olaplex No. 3 as pre-wash treatment with a bond building conditioner by L'Oreal afterwards, and once a week K18 as after shower treatment. Olaplex has the better immediate effect on my hair, leaving it silky and smooth, and with the amount of damage my hair has, it surely won't hurt to use a multi-targeted approach. The K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask claims to provide cumulative benefits with regular use, and I do think there is something to that. After several weeks of using it, my hair does feel stronger and less prone to breakage. However, it is worth noting that while K18 can improve the appearance and feel of your hair, it's not a magic bullet that will completely erase years of damage or prevent the damage you are going to do to it in the future. Consistent use, along with other healthy hair practices, is key to seeing the best results. Despite the high price, I will repurchase the K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask. I think it's a worthwhile investment for anyone with damaged, bleached, or chemically treated hair, particularly if you're dealing with thinning or breakage. For those with very fine hair, it's lightweight enough that it won't weigh your hair down. However, if your hair is already in great condition, you might not see dramatic results that justify the cost. Keep in mind that, at least for me, the first few times I applied it, the results were underwhelming. In fact, I nearly stopped until I learned that I could follow up with leave-in products once I had let it sit for 4 minutes. If it is short-time results you're after, this is not the product to reach for. But if you're willing to believe it will repair your hair long-term, K18 could be a game changer. Just be prepared for a bit of a learning curve in terms of finding the best routine to suit your hair's unique needs. If you enjoyed this video, you will most likely enjoy the ones I linked on the screen here. Don't forget to check out the description box for everything else I have to offer, and like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video. See you there. Bye.